let's keep it going. You're here with the Kingsguard. We're talking Thrones. Pardon me, we're talking fucking Thrones. Now, I feel like it's the appropriate time to start this podcast, hopefully with a small dedicated crew of homeboys, that we can sit here, discuss Thrones, keep it real, make a few jokes, and in the end, make some epic predictions. And when I predict this, it's not so that if it actually happens, I'll feel special or will have inadvertently given spoilers that I couldn't have known. But I feel like everybody's on the same page. I mean, I read all the books, and I feel like there's things that I'm waiting to see. There's things that I've seen I wasn't expecting. I'm just thoroughly enjoying the show. I hope everybody else is too. It's such a huge fan base here that I think reaching out and having these talks for a little bit at a time will be very beneficial and give people a forum to really throw their own predictions out or their thoughts or how you feel about my shit. I mean, if you are just now catching up as though there wasn't more than one previous episode, I got cut off in the middle and never came back until now, 45 minutes later, and ages have passed. We threw down a little bit of talk about Jon Snow, his coming journey, Arya Stark getting her sight back, and I feel like the wool she's pulling over the eyes of the Faceless Men. Or the ever-thirsty Red God not only being a part of the Lady Melisandre arc, the Red Priest's arc, but present as the Faceless God, the Many-Faced God, drinking in souls and putting out magic. That's the job of the God Engine in this story. And I'm just like I said, Jon Snow walking south with half an army of wildlings and a body full of knife wounds is going to convince everybody he comes across, hopefully, that they need to put aside their petty shit, join together, and we'll see a Renly-esque armed force ready to stand against the White Walkers, who I assume are just going to ice magic their way through the wall and blast it to shreds, killing everybody that stayed at Castle Black. And, down the line. I mean, you got an army of zombies, you got some crazy ice wizard warriors, and they're coming. Winter has come. 5 seasons of saying it was coming was not enough to stop everybody from throwing down bickering disputes in between themselves, throwing down intrigue, banging their brethren and sistren, and raping and pillaging and burning and making little girls become faceless men and making people get their throats slit and crossbow bolts and dire wolf heads and half men and hill tribes and moon doors and all kinds of shit has gone down. But you know what didn't happen? Nobody was like, oh my god, the White Walkers are coming. We need to help Castle Black because Joffrey was a bastard and we need to fight for the King of the North. All that was told unto us and shown unto us. I mean, if you couldn't tell that for a tangent, you're not paying attention. But what's going down now is, I believe Dorne is ready to ride north and get into the mix. They haven't done anything. They've got epic Arabic warriors and hotties and poison and spears and whips and hotties and dead Oberons and dead Dorans and dead Black Axe guy. And they're going to come up and get into the mix just as Euron Greyjoy is taken back over the Ironborn. And we got the Lannisters in the Zombie Mountain and Cersei all pissed with her short hair. Now she's fuckable. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not a disrespect, but now, just so you know, you may have bloody feet, but you are fucking hot now, Cersei. And I almost don't care about all the shit you've done, because you could be a sexy, badass, red and gold queen. Disregard Tommen. Get him off the throne. I just want to see Cersei be like, Dorne is coming. The word of the King of the North rising again now that Rickon Stark has been freed by Jon Snow's murderous revenge on the Bolton bro, and the retaking of Winterfell, and the reestablishment of the North. It's Tommen can't do shit. He couldn't get me out of the prison. He can't get his wife out of the prison. The High Garden representatives are tired of his lameness and all this drama that's going down in the Red Keep. So Cersei's going to take over power, or the roses will bloom in Lannister Gardens, and the Tyrells will take power after forcing their way in. So maybe it's a contest between the... Hey, there's a lizard on that fence, puffing his neck out. Sidebar. Oh, now he's running down the fence. I scared him with my exclamation. Okay, wait, hold on. Before I get distracted by anything, that's what's going down in the Thrones these days. I won't say how long it will take Arya Stark to get back to Westeros and start doing what she wants to do with the knowledge she's taking. And I won't say how quickly, hopefully quickly, because that's the deal. Okay, listen, I don't care about Jorah being stone-skinned. I don't know how that's going to come into the mix. But what I want to see, this is not... I understand why it has to happen, okay? But this is not what I came here for. With Daenerys' imprisonment, and either the calls, like I said, are going to try to kill her, enslave her, keep her as a fuckboy, or, you know, leave her in the widow prison. I saw the giant dragon shadow flying over the heads of 1,000 horsemen. He's coming in there. Either Tyrion is coming with the other dragons, and the three of them are going to rescue Daenerys, and the sight of 3 dragons destroying all these dudes is going to make them subservient. But I think what she needs to do is not take an army. She just needs to take her homeboys and her dragons to mainland Westeros, because if they don't want to cross the Salt Sea, then they don't have to. She can go there with her dragons. It's like I was preluding to before I got shut off on the first piece. It's a Song of Ice and Fire. Maybe dragons can make dragon glass by just breathing fire on stone or something like that, and the dragons melt Castle Black to make enough swords for this whole army. And then the dragons and the obsidian-wielding army fight back the shit. But I don't know what to say about Dorne. I don't know what to say about the Lannisters, other than there's going to be more battle on the mainland. All these human armies are either going to do the smart thing, or they're going to get killed by the White Walkers. I don't even want to risk being right in saying that there are a few characters that are going to die, and dang. I'm about to cut it off again because I keep getting pinged, but that's nobody's fault. You know, we can always get back together for an episode 3. Guys, Rickon Stark seems to me to be like a king in the North, but he got kidnapped when he was little, and he's been running around in the woods with the wildling and formerly, you know, the Brotherhood pair. I just think that he's going to sit there and sort of be a king in the North figurehead so they can rally around the Starks and Winterfell, and possibly, you know, because eliminating the Boltons from the North and their whole claim, I mean, you got Sansa wandering around with Brienne. I don't know if they're gonna get back in the mix with that, but I feel like if we're gonna keep to the text, doesn't Catelyn, having been resurrected and riding with the Brotherhood without banners, come across Brienne with her fucking Oathkeeper sword and having them lynch her? But with Sansa there, Sansa could, I mean, Brienne could get snatched. That's how they bring zombie Catelyn back in the mix. And finally reveal her in the midst of season 6. And Sansa, you know, finds that she's been snatched. She finds them just in time, and then lets Brienne live because Sansa's there and Sansa speaks up for her. Just a final little pitch there. I mean, what are they going to do? Are they just going to ignore that? Because Brienne's alive, she's got Sansa, Arya's long fucking gone, Rickon's alive, Jon Snow's going to save them with the wildlings backing, Ramsay Bolton's taken care of. I mean, Shoot. Get at me. Let's talk about it.